Alright. Good morning everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening. Kung ano man timeline mo na napapakinggan itong aking video. Alright, today ang pag-usapan natin yung, share ko yung simple flowchart para maunawaan ng isang common taxpayer kung bago ka pa lang, or even yung dati na, para magka-idea ka ano ba talagang tax regime ang need mong i-apply sa business mo. So, let's start dito sa first tab. First is, ang tanong, single proprietor ka ba? So, if your answer here is no, doon tayo sa negative. Ang next kong question dyan is, corporation ba ang type of business mo? 'Di ba? So, sagot mo pa rin no. Partnership ba ang business mo? Alright? Yan may meron ako series of questions. So, sasagutin mo yan, either yes or no. So, there are other types of classification of businesses, pero I'll just focus on these three. Alright? So, after niya, syempre may sagot ka na, either yes or no, right? And then, let's focus being single proprietor because marami dito ang single proprietor. Now, single proprietor ka ba? If your answer is yes, ang next question ka dito, ang projected income mo ba ay di lalagpas ng 3 million? Alright. If your answer is no, hindi siya lalagpas, ibig sabihin, tingnan nyo ha, pag negative, di, tapos no, di ba, negative plus negative is, di ba, magiging positive. So, ibig sabihin nyo, lalagpas ng 3 million. Okay? So, kung lalagpas siya ng 3 million, ang tax regime na pwede sa'yo is either 40% na optional standard deduction or yung itemized deduction. Ibig sabihin nito, pag sinabi mo no, lalagpas siya. 'Di ba? So, ito yung pwede sa'yo. 40% or itemized deduction. Okay? So, dapat wala yan eh. So, if no fill natin yan. Walang connect yan. So, yan na yun. End ka na dyan. Pero kung hindi siya lalagpas ng 3 million, ano na? Next kong question, employed ka ba? So, if your answer is yes, employed ako eh. You cannot use yung 250,000 na deduction, but still, yung tax rate mo can be either 8%, 40%, or yung itemized deduction. So, ito na yun. Diba? Ito na yung sinasabi ko na ano yung tax regime na pwede mong gamitin. Either 8%, 40%, or itemized deduction. So, may option ka na. Ngayon, sagot mo naman dito, yan yung kung yes ha. Pero pag ang sagot mo rito sa tanong ko, employed ka ba? Sabi mo, no. Ang next kong question, nag-apply ka ba for BMBE? 'Di ba? So, kung nag-apply ka for BMBE, sagot mo sa akin, yes, nag-apply ako for BMBE. Then, exempted ka from income tax. You'll not be using the 8% or 40% or itemized deduction. Pero, hindi ka exempted for business tax. So, you either pay percentage tax or maging vatable ka. Alright? Magiging vatable ka. So, yan. Pero pag sinabi mo rito, hindi ka nag-apply for VMBE, ang next kong question, may mga resibo ba lahat ng vendors mo or majority of your vendors? Then sabi mo yan, yes, meron. Yes, then pwede mong gamitin ng itemized deduction as one of the tax regimes. Okay? You have an option to use it kasi supported naman pala. Then you can use it as one of the tax regimes. Pero kung hindi na rin lang, and you like to simplify your life, ang sagot ko dito, ang mas pwede mong gamitin na tax rate kung wala ka na rin ng resibo, tapos hindi ka naman nag-apply for BMBE, tapos hindi rin naman lalagpas ng 3 million, if either employed or hindi ka employed, di ba? Pwede mong tax rate na gamitin is either 8%, and you can use the 250,000 deduction annually, or yung tinatawag na 40% OST, kasi wala ka ng mga resibo eh. So this is how it's being yung workflow ng paggamit ng anong tax rate ang dapat mong gamitin. Marami kasing nako-confuse na saan papasok yung 3%. Alright? So, I'll explain it later sa ating tax planning tool, yung tinatawag nating 3% para mas maintindihan nyo. But before that, I'd like to share with you yung aking website. Ayan. Sa website ko. By the way, I'm Minda Paule. I'm a CPA. I also help clients to their businesses sa paggawa ng mga tax forms, and I also give advice ano ang best tax rates na mag-fit sa kanila because of their current scenario. So I have here yung aking course na if you were able to identify ano ang tax rates na para sa'yo, we have here yung 8%. Kung 8%, these are the things that I have discussed sa aking online tutorial, starting from the registration down until sa year-end reporting. Kung 8% ang pinili mo na hindi ka employed, sa next naman is kung BMBE ka. Next naman, na meron akong course, if you have no accounting system, at goods lang, it's very simple. I have here an accounting system for you. I also discuss some accounting frameworks that will help you sa pagbo-bookkeep. So, ayan siya. Now, halimbawa naman, 8% ka tapos, when I say mix, meron kang employer, then this course, online course, yung promo 4, is for you. You can choose this one. Another is kung BMBE ka, pili mo BMBE, tapos meron ka ring, meron ka employer, syempre at year-end kasi, meron yung dapat na tamang if you fill out na tax form, diba, at the end of the year. Plus, I have here also a sample financial statement that could help you. But this is valid at 10,000. So, if you can avail of this one, I think super, super sulit ka na. Kasi, at least meron na itong pro forma, you just have to put it there. And, kasama na rito yung aking, accounting system na nakaka-generate ng financial. So, you just have to plug the data doon sa proforma na financial statements. Here naman, kung services ka, mga freelancers to, mga doctors, I have also a very simple accounting system for you na you could use. I also have here discussion ano pag may mga ganito kang tax forms na tanggap, paano mo siya gagawin. So, the fees are really very, very reasonable. Very, very small. You don't have to attend workshops every quarter kasi confused ka, na-attend ka na last quarter, uulitin mo naman. This is a online course for you that you can repeatedly view at your own convenience, at your own time, at wherever you go as long as may internet. So, this is a digital course. You just have to choose and just click anong button ang gusto mong i-purchase. Now, aside from that, I also have several tax form tutorials. Kunwari, sa COR mo, sa form 2303 mo, naka-identify doon na, aside from the very basic na mag-fill out ka ng 1701, you also have an employee, so you have to use this tax form 1601C, o kaya nag-rent ka, then you have to fill out 160619E, yung mga expanded. So, I have here series of tax forms that will help and guide you. So, just have to click this one. Very affordable yung price. Well, it's not increasing yet. And my intent here is really to help every Filipino who's really, sabihin natin na no knowledge or very little knowledge pagdating sa taxation, but I have here an online tutorial for you for each of the tax forms. So from compensation to, of course, yung VAT coming soon yan. May mga tax forms din na 1604, yung mga ESAB, 1701, even for corporation may 1702 ako dito. So, I have here yung mga several tax forms that you can look into. Alright? So, this is very helpful. Yes, you can find other tutorials in YouTube. But this one is, of course, nasa isang marketplace na kayo and you can make your own selections. Alright? So, let's continue. I have here also yung tax planning tool. I kinda enhance this one more para mas magets. That will help you also. So, kunwari sa flowchart na napuntahan natin, na-identify mo, sige na nga, either 8% or 40% ako. Kasi, I think that will help me. So, ito, pwede yung, itong magamit yon. So, ito 8% diba? 8% siya. So, meron ako without employer, diba? May tanong tayo. Or with employer ka. Assuming ang sales mo, dun tayo sa option A na 8%. Assuming ang sales mo is 600,000, tapos wala kang employer. So, you'll take the 250,000 allowable deduction. No need for you to identify yung cost of sales kasi wala kang resibo. And you still have to compute for the 8%. Okay? Ito yung 8%. Tapos, sa 8% na to, so, because 8% ang in-adopt mo, wala ka nang i-claim na percent na business tax kasi inoff mo na nga yung 8%. Alright? 8% yung pinili mo. Hindi ka na magbayad ng business tax. The same thing applies if pinili mo talaga 8% at pero meron kang employer, So, hindi mo ma-apply yung 250,000 na deduction kasi na-apply na siya doon sa compensation mo. Now, if you're telling me na, kasi hindi naman umabot na 250 yung ano ko compensation ko. Is parang I only started January. For example lang ha, January to February, tapos ang total aggregate compensation income ko lang is around 50,000. So, I can still avail of the excess. No, it's not allowed. Once ginamit na yung 250 yan, sa compensation mo, regardless of how much you receive, hindi mo na siya magagamit. Because at the end of the year, you have to consolidate that. Okay? I-consolidate mo ang business income and compensation income. So, here you're going to use yung tax rate na 8% pa rin. And at the end of the year, ito makikita mo na between, if you're employed, ang tax business ang income tax na babayaran mo sa business mo is 48,000. Pag employed ka na, pag hindi ka naman employed, 28,000. So, yun siya. So, I'm not saying na beneficial na wag kang kumuha ng trabaho, pero at least I showed you between the two. At least, you're still using 8% at beneficial pa you're getting tax savings sa 20,000. Alright? So, we're just comparing that first option, ha? Now, if you opt for 40% kasi wala kang resibo, ang 40% na OSD or optional standard deduction is yung sales mo, yung net sales mo, i-multiply mo doon yung ng 40% yon. Okay? So that would be your deduction. So sa 40% na yan, yan ang yung tatawagin natin operating expenses. So, ang magiging taxable income mo dyan would be 360,000. So, kung 360,000 niya, we have here, you have to use the graduated rates. Nakasulat siya dito. Ano yung graduated rate? So, ito yung magiging basis mo. If you're earning 360,000, so where does it go? Nandito ka, so between 200 to 400. And then, you'll be using 15%. So, how do you compute for that one? So, yung 250,000 mo, okay, yung 250,000 mo, i-multiply mo siya ng, tatanggalin mo muna yung 250, okay, less mo yung 250,000, alright, and then, still can avail of the 250,000, and then, multiply that by 15%. So, yan yung babayaran mo, 16,500. That's for your income tax because you have to, ito yung gagamitin mo, graduated rate Alright? 16,500. Okay? 650, less mo muna yung 250 kasi sabi niya 15% of the excess ng 250. You can still avail of the 250. Okay? As for that graduated tax rate. And then, multiply it by 15% because ito yon. So, you'll be paying for income tax na 16,500. With regard naman sa business tax, of course, you still have to pay also yung 3% ito kung percentage tax ka, okay? Assumption nito, hindi ka nag-exceed ng 3 million, so you'll be paying yung 3%. Pag naman nag-exceed ka ng 3 million, so vatable naman yon. You can avail of the 12% coming from your sales and then deduct it from your input tax, alright? So, ito naman, assuming hindi ka nag-exceed ng 3 million, so you multiply 600,000 by 3%, so you'll be paying 18,000. All in all, ang iyong total tax na babayaran mo is 16,500 plus 34,000. That's 51,000. Alright? So, ito yung for OSD. Kung itemized deduction naman ang pinili mo, so may sales ka 600,000, tapos ang cost of sales mo is 25% of your sales, 200 din. So, ang gross profit mo is 390,000. And then, halimbawa, ano na lang, sobrang tipid ka, 10,000 na lang yung iyong 10,000 na lang yung iyong operating expenses. So, ang iyong taxable income is 380,000. Ano naman yung taxable rate na tax due mo dyan? So, 380,000. So, this is how it's being na 380,000 less mo yung 250 and then the excess, i-multiply mo siya dito sa 15%. So, ayan ang makukuha mo, 19,500. Okay? Now, for itemized deduction, you are also required to pay 3% of your net sales. So, same siya. 600,000 times 3%. Yan, 18,000. Alright? So, ang total, lumalabas dito, ang total na, dito kasi business tax, ito naman, ito. Yan. Ang total na babayaran mo is 19,000 plus 18,000, 37,500. Okay? So, ano ba yung business tax? Whether you are gaining or losing sa business mo, you still have to pay yung business tax rate mo na 3% kung percentage ka or 12% kung VAT. Alright? Dito naman sa BMBE mo, though exempted ka for income tax, kasi zero siya dito, hindi ka exempted for business tax. You still have to pay 3% of this one. So, essentially, total mo is 18,000. Okay. Trivia. When you go to BIR, they will tell you, bayaran na lang yung 3%. Okay. Sinasabi nilang 3%. So, ikaw naman confused ka. Sige na nga, 3% na nga babayaran ko. But you don't have any foreknowledge. Ano ba yung 3% na sinasabi niya? Is that person telling me na kaya ako 3% kasi mag-apply ako for BMBE? Ganon. Kasi hindi, 3% eh. Ang notion mo lang, ang babayaran mo 3%. Pero hindi mo iniisip na may repercussion na pagbabayad ng 3%. Kasi when you say 3%, ibig sabihin yan, you opted for BMBE. Okay? Kasi 3% lang nasa isip mo na mababayaran mo. Okay, kung yan ang babayaran mo, 3%, babayaran mo lang for the entire years, 18,000. Okay? I-compare natin siya sa pwedeng alternative na nababayaran mo. Dito na lang tayo sa wala kang employer. Okay? Option D, na wala kang employer versus itong babayaran mong 18,000. Okay? Ang ano dyan is, kung 28 ka, kung 8% less, in 28 less 10,000. Okay? Sabi mo, makakatibit ako kasi 18,000 na babayaran ko. As opposed to next best rate na di man ako employed, babayaran ko man 28. Di nakatipid naman ako ng dapat 10,000 to. Diba? 28 less 18 is 10,000. Nakakatipid ako ng 10,000. Pero may catch yan. Nakatipid ka nga ng 10,000, pero at the end of the year, kung BMBE ka, required ka magsabit ng financial statement. Okay? Required ka magsabit ng financial statement. At kailangan dyan itemize ka ang iyong deduction. Hindi ka nga magsasubmit ng income tax return, pero required ka magsabit ng financial statement. Actually, I've heard also na required mo rin siyang ipa-audit. Okay? Kung marunong ka mag-audit, rather maggawa ng financial statement, tipid ka na kasi ang the minimum, yung financial statement, 10,000 eh. Hindi lang basta numbers ang ilalagay doon, may tinatawag pang mga notes, o saga. Kung marunong ka, very good. Pero ang audit fee, nilagay ko na nga ng 5,000, pero walang 5,000. Depende kung makahanap kayo. May natanungan ako, minimum daw niya 8. Depende pa sa sales. So, nilagay ko lang siya dyan. Tapos, nagpa-bookkeep ka, may 5,000 per month. Okay. 60,000. So, ang total mong naggastos is 75. So, instead na nakatipid ka ng 10,000 dahil pinili mo itong 3%, diyan ka kasi mas na-entice. Kasi sabi, 3% eh. Oo, ngayon apply ka for BMBE. Pero ito yung nakaambasa yung mga additional expenses. Magbabayad ka sa bookkeeper, magpapagawa ka ng financial, at magpapa-audit ka. So, all in all, 75,000. Gagastos ka pa ng 65,000. Yun. Alright? So, na-applyan mo na for BMBE eh. So, if you would like, kaya lang kasi, pag na-apply mo ng BMBE, tapos nakalagay na doon napili mo na siya for beginning of the year, hindi na pwedeng palitan yun. Kung anong tax rate na ginamit mo, tuloy-tuloy na yun until end of the year. Kung baga napasubo ka na, yun na na-apply mo. So, parang tuloy-tuloy yun. Hindi mo pwede sabihin na, ay shucks, first quarter nag-BMBE ka, or 3% lang siya. Tapos gusto mo next quarter, 8% na lang ako. Hindi yun pwede. Hindi yun i-allow ni BIR. Pag nakita niya nag-change ka, may penalty yun. Alright? So, at the onset pa lang, umpisa pa lang, dapat alam mo na anong tax rate, tax regime ang gagamitin mo. Kaya this tax planning tool is really very helpful. In my course, I have embedded this one. So, every year, pwede mo na siya magamit at the start of your business. Every year. So, here, ito naman, kung napili mo 8%, o 8%, nagbayad kang 28,000. Pero no need for you to, I'm not telling you na no need for you to really hire a bookkeeper. Kayo rin, on your own, in my tool, meron ako ginawa rin very simple accounting system na you can follow. Kung very simple lang yung system nyo, ilista nyo doon yung nagastos nyo. Parang by yourself, you can have your own recording na, ito yung resibo, receipting, ito yung mga disbursements ko, para malaman mo rin if you're making money. Pero, for you to hire a bookkeeper, nandun na nga siya sa course ko. For you to prepare a financial statements, it's not required. It's not required for you to submit a financial statement na audited kasi simplified na nga siya, 8% na nga siya. Alright? So, ito, though you pay 20,000 for the year because of your sales, hindi ka naman nagkaroon ng mga additional fees like bookkeeper or yung paggawa ng financials or yung audit. Okay? So, this is required for BMBE ka. Pag itemized deduction ka rin, required din na meron ka isabit na financial statement. Ayan. Siyempre, I think hindi mo naman pipiliin ng next best thing is, for example, ito, 37,500 versus 28,000. So, ayun, makikita nyo rin. Siyempre, di ba, pipilian nyo yung 8%. Okay? Now, if nag 3 million ang sales mo above, if 3 million ang sales mo above, magiging vatable ka na. Pero pwede ka pa rin naman maging BMB kung BMBE ka. So, mako-compare mo naman yung kung 3 million yung sales mo. Between, syempre hindi ka na pwede mag 8% eh. Between, okay, BMBE ako or non-BMBE. Dito mo naman siya mako-compare. 'Di ba? Kung 3 million ka na, yung sales mo aba, pero yung total assets mo, excluding land, na hindi pa lumalagpas ng 3 million, pwede pa rin ka maging BMBE. Basta yung total assets mo, okay? Kung mag-total assets ka na 2.9 million at the end of the year, pwede ka pa rin mag-BMBE. Exempted ka for income tax but not for business tax. Yung tinatawag na 12% na VAT. Pero syempre, yun namang VAT naman na ito, makaklaim mo naman to sa input tax mo. Ma-minus mo siya. Alright? So, there's a separate discussion for VAT. But of course, high level, this is how it's being, plan, yung paggagawa nyo ng pagta-tax plan nyo for your business. Alright, so I hope this helps. If you have questions, just put your comments below. Alright, thank you everyone.